Hello, hello. Happy Monday. We've got some things to talk about for sure today. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come. Come on board, get your coffee. All right. For some of you, it might be afternoon, but for me, it's morning. It's 11 in Texas. So I'm still waking up. I don't know about y'all, but it is bananas, the allergies right now. I am dying. I can't breathe. Barely can breathe. I kind of wanted to talk about the energy shift. I was watching a bunch of lives last night, and I noticed that everyone was just saying, "Oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't take it." Even Molly Golightly was just depleted. Everybody. And there's a huge reason for that, in that there is a literal energy shift. As of tomorrow, it's going to be really, really intense and severe. I'm a certified astrologist, which when I got it, I wasn't. Good morning, 12-step woman. How are you? When I got it, I was just being silly. I love astrology. I do. But when I got my certification, I was just doing it to do it. I was actually skeptical about astrology. I was skeptical about anything mystical, really, at the time when I was 19. However, you'd be very surprised that even though astrology is a pseudoscience, right? It's not, proven to be accurate or whatever. There is science behind the astronomy side of astrology and wavelengths and things like that. So when I got this certification, I was extremely surprised at some of the things that I've learned about planetary positions, what planets are made of, how those things and the radiation of those planets affect your moods. It's again not proven, but it's very interesting to think about the possibility of what that could mean for you, right? So anyway, last night I was watching all of these lives with MGL and Laura from QT Perplexed or Perplexed Cutie, and even Prayer Garden had a breakdown and had to get off live. And so you're seeing all of these people breaking down and becoming kind of reclusive with their feelings, because for the past 3 months they have been bombarding their energy and other people's energy with their thought processes and beliefs about the Summer Wells case. And so it was really unfortunate that it was a lot of wasted energy. All right? Because this is how I feel about all of the content creators who are heels on the ground, boots on the ground, or sitting behind a keyboard and discussing theories. At the end of the day, it matters. It matters how you spend your time and energy, regardless of what is going on in the case. So a lot of people take Summer Wells's case to heart, which we should. We should protect our children, and we should be a community in that sense. We need to have that thought process and hold our county and state leaders accountable for funding child protective services. And so anyway, we're focusing on each other and fighting each other, you know. And that energy is great to fight for children, missing children. Summer Wells, Harmony Montgomery, Lena Keel, Michael Vaughn, all of these cases, all of these missing children that need to be brought home. But there's a bigger picture here that we're not thinking about. Because of course we want justice. We want to know that these babies aren't being harmed or that they're safe and they just need to come home. That's what we want. We want that. But there's a bigger energy, a bigger picture here that we have to be okay with and be humble with, which is that these babies, sometimes in life, their moments are only from birth to this time. But their bigger picture, even though they're not home, there are things working behind the scenes that could break bigger cases, trafficking rings. Maybe there's something that if we were to find Summer right now, they would not bust a 20, massage parlor sex trafficking ring. That would save hundreds and hundreds of children. We cannot, or we shouldn't use our energy that we have within us to fight each other on these platforms. And we also shouldn't use our energy to monopolize on missing children. Everybody has a part, including people in the chat. People have a part in these missing children. Whether you're on your phone chatting or whether you're on the camera giving updates or web sleuthing. It's all a collective. At the end of the day, it all is a collective energy source that you're giving to either help or hinder finding these children. When you use your energy to go and claim bullshit TBI tips. Hello everyone. Hi Phoebe. When we're using this energy to go and fight each other or apologize, be an apologist for criminals, or when we use our energy to fight each other or a person that has a really good idea or a really good intent, it doesn't look that way for everybody. The intent is important though. If someone like Ziggy was really just trying to figure out what that was, if she was truly just innocent in it, no matter what, that energy created bullying. It created all of those negative things, right? Drama. But it also created ideas. It created a new thought process. It created people talking about specific things. It leads to bigger and better things. You have to accept the fact that there is going to be good with the bad. And so today, I just really wanted to ask you all where and how and what are you using your energy on to help find Summer or to help other children who are missing out there? Is it being spent wisely? Because it is important. If everybody's fighting each other, that energy being pushed out into the world that we live in is being used negatively. It causes chaos. It causes, and there are people on here within the community that want that. That's exactly what they want. They want you to be confused, conflicted, fighting. Gosh, politicians have mastered it. Politicians today have mastered that. They know it. They know that keeping you fighting disrupts the agenda. Sometimes I feel like it's a script. Like it's almost like it's been laid out. A script has been laid out in front of us from major creators. To the point now where I can dictate who is going to be joining what team, who is going to be switching sides. It's a little weird and sick to me that that's how it is. That we have to piggyback on each other to keep our monetization, to keep our drama, to keep these things going that prevents good ideas and good things for not just Summer, but for all missing children. Now, I don't care if it's a PR company, let's say Tim Mullins LLC, or MGL LLC, or Boots on the Ground LLC, who is dictating this drama. It's not that. It's you as a viewer. It's you as a commenter, a chatter. You are the one that has control, just like a voter does. Millions of voters dictate a president. Well, millions of people who have conflicting energy, who are fighting each other and keeping it going, is hindering that greater good that could change how we see children and how we need to save them. This is not an accident. What's going on in the YouTube community and outside of it is not an accident. Missing children isn't an accident either. That is very intentional, no matter how you want to spin it and how they're not found or found. You all, as commenters and viewers, are culpable in the drama that you're seeing and watching and feeding. It's very important that everyone understands that just because you're behind a screen and you're commenting, that you're not having an effect on these missing children and how they are, how these cases are handled. The people at TBI, the people at the FBI, the people in law enforcement are not robots. They have feelings. They have thought processes. And when they probably see all of this craziness, they're not listening to good ideas. They're not listening to what may be a very good lead that nobody is really considering it to be, because they're fighting everybody. So that's what I wanted to get on here and say, is that spend your energy wisely. It is a huge effect. It has a immense effect on how things go in the world. Don't underestimate your own power as a commenter and as a viewer, because when you're generating those thoughts, do you think that they just sit in your mind and dissipate? No, that energy is pushed out into the collective. It really is. Think about it like this. If you were to have a thought, CPS is coming and my child is the one that's going to send me to prison if she rats. Do you think that continuing that thought, even if you never go there, Do you think continuing that thought has an effect on people around you when you're in a negative mood? Or that thought creates so much energy when you start to believe it and act on it with more thoughts. That's energy, guys. And it matters. And so whenever you have a bombardment of drama and bullshit, you're clogging that positive energy for those out there working hard to find her and generate ideas. But that negative bullshit is clogging it. It's like sometimes when you wake up in a bad mood and you don't know why. The first thing you need to do is question your thoughts and question the people that are related to you, not in blood sense, but that have negative feelings or you've had a negative interaction with. Don't underestimate that that's maybe what you're feeling. Hi, Shandon. Yeah. So, don't make me verbally spank your little pink fannies. Or brown fannies. I didn't really mean it that way. But don't make me spank your fannies verbally because you're not doing your due diligence to create a positive or a progressive thought process into the interwebs. Because people that are negative are going to do what they're going to do, but we got to offset this shit. We got to offset Benny Keys' bullshit and all of their followers. That's a whole nother level of negative energy. We've got to offset parents of missing children who are culpable. Adam Montgomery, Kayla Montgomery. The hate from people against the mother, Crystal Sorey. That's not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody by spouting off what you think somebody should have or could have or would have done. What we need to do is focus on what has already happened, how it happened, and why. Because those things, you can predict future moves like chess. It's not hard. People and their behavior is not hard to figure out. And your intuition does matter whenever you're viewing these things. But how you say it and what you say matters. You matter. One comment could unravel somebody's entire fucking day. And all of that negative energy that follows it will be pouring out again and again and again. Do you see what I mean? Choose your energy wisely. Do we want to find summer wells? Of course we do. Are we impatient because we like instant gratification in this world? Yes. Is that how the drama keeps going? Yeah. Okay. You're going to have it. Embrace it. But don't feed into something. Don't feed into something that could jeopardize a precious, innocent child from not being found. As a collective, we're all fucking culpable in this, and we all need our fannies spanked for this verbally. We all need a verbal lashing. Ziggy, MGL, Laura, every fucking body. Benny especially in number 1. Crude AF. And Andra. JRL. Olivia, bless her heart, I just want to give her a hug. She really just needs to, she needs a hug. For putting up with the bullshit so well and doing an amazing job at her videos. Beautiful. But on the other hand, we do need these people to do what they do, even if we don't agree. They're going to do what they're going to do. There's nothing you can do about it. The only thing that you can control is how you react and how you put your energy out there for the collective. That is your job as a human being, to honor that. And I am sick and tired, y'all. I'm a newbie. I know that. I don't have much stake in the true crime community right now, but I'm going to. And this is the standard that we should be having. Just, it irks me. The standards are low in this community. They are ultra low. But guess who's feeding it? The commenters, the one that's sending the donations, the one that's sending the super chats. Choose who you follow wisely. It matters. When you're sending those money, the super chats and the monetization to someone who has an opinion instead of an organization that could actually bring home missing children or missing persons, think about that. Think about the reason why you're sending that super chat. It makes you feel good to be heard. It makes you feel good to be seen by a creator that gives no fucks about you as a person. Or maybe the child or children that are missing. And maybe they are. Maybe they are. But look at their past. Look at what are they bringing to the table outside of the drama. And if you're feeding them super chats, if you're feeding them donations or cash apps, you are culpable. Look, I'm guilty of it too, so don't think that I'm on a high horse here. I'm guilty of it. I got sucked into that. I came from TikTok and came from TikTok to over to Facebook, and then Facebook to very, very short-lived on Facebook. And then went to YouTube, and damn, it sucked me in just like that. And then when I started getting into my light work again, and that's a whole nother level, but harnessing energy, do you know how hard it was for me to rid of the toxic energy that YouTube, that I allowed into my psyche? Oh my God. I was literally sick to my stomach. It was almost like a withdrawal. It's like crack cocaine on this stupid ass social media platform. It's really easy to get sucked into this negative bullshit on YouTube. I would say YouTube, although I appreciate the platform that it's giving me, it is one of the most toxic places I have ever been on. We are all guilty of being sucked into this trauma drama, but you know what? Where's the standard? Put yourself in the shoes of a little baby girl, not understanding what is happening to them, and they're not coming home. My energy just shifted completely into anger to, oh my God, I couldn't imagine. Let's do something. This energy is what I want. Do something. We've got to change things. You can't change things by going on to MGL or Andres Live and waiting for them to create something for you. Can't. Hi, killer. So don't make me verbally spank your little fannies. Do good with this. This platform can be an amazing place. It really can. And of course, yin and yang, right? You're going to have the bad and you're going to have the good, but you don't have to absorb that bullshit energy and then expel it out again and again and again and again. You don't have to do it. It's a choice. All these people that get upset, this really makes me laugh. All of these people that are upset that there's another creator bullying them when they know that they're toxic, right? They know that this is what they do. Why are you giving them the time of fucking day? You chose that. You're choosing it. So when you're going, oh my God, you effing bitch, and you know the other person saying, you are a piece of blah blah, y'all are choosing it. You're allowing that person to then sit in your brain rent free. That's just pure ignorance to allow someone to dictate that. And then you spew that hateful ass energy back onto your viewers and the people that support you. I'm calling content creators out. You have an obligation, and a professional obligation, to not only your viewers, but those missing children that you love to talk about so fucking much. What is wrong with y'all? This is forever that your face is going to be on here. Forever. Your comments are on here forever. And I bet you every single one of us is going to be ashamed of at least one thing that we have said or done on here that we know deep down would not look good. It's time to be accountable. It's time to be accountable. Do I think it's okay for people to come on and literally use other people's content to expose the hypocrisy? I guess it's okay, but really, what are you doing? You're really just creating more fucking delusions, and you're really just creating more negative energy to hate on others. They're gonna do what they gonna do. It's really pointless. You're just feeding it in, you're just sticking it in the ground more, and then creating more negative energy and bullies to then go and do it to other creators too, giving them the power they don't fucking deserve. It's gross. It's really gross on both sides. Intent is key. All right, y'all. I'm off of my little rant. I'm just getting really sick of it. I'm getting really, really sick of it's 7 months, specifically in the Summer Wells case. We've got a retrograde. I don't care what y'all believe. We've got a really big retrograde. Tomorrow is the retrograde. There's 2 retrogrades. One's going away, which is Uranus. Uranus is kicking back and into Capricorn from Aquarius, so it's going backwards. And Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde are hitting hard. It's lit. All right. So just a fair warning: communication breakdowns, relationship breakdowns. It's a big one. Okay. However, those are supposed to happen. Breakdowns are supposed to happen for a bigger change, right? If your cell phone breaks all the time, instead of getting angry about it, go get a fucking new one, or go work to get a new one and create energy to go get a new one. If something isn't working, don't try to fix what can't be fixed. A new beginning is starting as of right now, but tomorrow is a big day. Today is a huge energy shift going into tomorrow. You guys wait and see. This is called the bombshell energy that happened in 2020 with COVID. That kind of shift. Huge. Big. So, all of my Aquarians, my Leos, my Tauruses, y'all are about to feel some bomb-ass energy. Accept it, love it, use it. Don't sit on it and use it for negative things, or don't use it at all. Use your energy wisely. Yes. So this says, say the date right here. It says, no ordinary Mercury retrograde. The tides of destiny change. This is why I spend my energy wisely. I have a background in astrology. Guys, I'm an accountant, a medium who is an accountant. I'm a walking contradiction. I understand that. But I'm also a realist when it comes to sticking by the rules, sticking by the rules of life and law enforcement and all of that stuff, and being kind, the basics. But if I feel something that I can't control, that is out of my control, that I need to share, that is not hurting anyone, I'm going to do it. And this is one of those. So the tides of destiny change. This is no ordinary Mercury retrograde. This is the beginning of a new era. Because there are so many astrological alignments at the same time, which is true. It begins in Aquarius. Hey, that's me. when it starts to dance backwards. That's what retrograde is. It's just an illusion. It's making it look like it's going backwards because of the way that our solar system's set up. And anyway, it will pass into Capricorn. Capricorn is all about getting down to brass tacks, getting this shit done, getting off your ass, stepping on toes in the right way. It's called work. Capricorns love to work. You ain't gotta go to work. Yeah, so during this retrograde, many things will change. 4 days after Mercury goes into retrograde, the tides of destiny change. This is a global energy shift since COVID times, okay? In which we all know COVID was smacked us so hard we couldn't see straight. Still can't. So blah, blah, blah passes in Taurus, affecting along with Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. That's me. I got energy for days now. I am ready to pop the energy into these creators that are toxic. Keep in mind, blah, blah, blah. At the same day, Uranus stops retrograde course and turns direct, which just means that it doesn't look like it's in retrograde anymore. It's phasing out to where it aligns back onto the birth chart. Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, January 18th, everything literally looks aligned. The aspects of the planets are literally aligning. You know that song, When the Moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars? That song, it's like the dawning of the age of Aquarius, which is in 2050. Things are just going to be amazing. Tomorrow is going to be, you know, like when that one meme with Chris Pratt from The Office, I think, and he's like, or no, not Office, Parks and Rec, I think I'm getting them confused. Whatever. That holy shit, bro. This is crazy. It is coming. You wait. You watch all of the lives today and remember to use your energy wisely. Use that energy wisely before I pop you. Don't engage. Just watch. See the insanity about to unfold today and tomorrow. Not Parks and Rec. Is it Parks and Rec? With that one from Saturday Night Live, and anyway, it doesn't matter. Yes, and the full moon. Thank you. Just about to bring that up. The full moon is tonight, or was it last night? Are we having two nights worth, basically? Basically, it's not, full moon, January. Thank you. January 17th. Yes. The first full moon of 2022. At 6:48 p.m. today. Woohoo! It's the wolf moon. Yes, thank you. The wolves are most active. And you know what's funny? I know that coyotes are not wolves, but they're like the off-brand, right? We have a pack of coyotes that live in a very busy community in Fort Worth where I live. They were howling so damn loud last night, and I've never heard them howl this much. My own dogs started howling. My own dogs. I've never heard them do that before, but I was like, dang. Say what? There's something going on. And then I realized, oh yeah, the full moon. That's right. They're calling for their pack. They're reaching out for more resources to use the energy and go and do what they do. We need to do that. Calling all good energy to find these missing babies, or at least help the energy that's created behind the scenes bust other bad people who take children or who are planning on it. You know what I mean? I mean, instead of getting on here and fighting each other, that wasted energy is so dumb. It's so dumb. These next 2 or 3 weeks, get off of your butt go do some things and live life and not sit here and wonder if someone on this platform is going to find Summer. Guys, the only thing they would really do and should do is use that energy to think about possibilities and let law enforcement handle it. Do you know how devastated some people were about the bones? I'm not trying to shame Ziggy. Ziggy was just, I think, really naive about it and was trying to put her part in the heels in the air craziness. That started with Bullhorn Betty going there and all of these people trying to get their 15 minutes of fame in Tennessee. Maybe with good intentions, but with selfish reasons. And so here Ziggy is taking her sweet baby girl over to Tennessee to try to get that feeling of, well, maybe I can go in and help, and maybe there's something that this Fred Hill can do or say, or maybe I can. That's the problem with creators. Maybe I can be the one to solve this case for my content and my creators. No. Because that energy, and maybe you can, maybe, gosh darn it, maybe you can find Summer Wells. But that doesn't mean you should. Maybe there's stuff behind the scenes going on that you don't fucking know about. That is not that I'm diminishing Summer. You know that I love her and I want her found. Maybe there's something bigger behind the scenes that they are kind of like sweeping the dust and the dirt instead of just getting one spot. Maybe there's more to this. Don't hinder that. Stop it. Lip Locked. You, my love, I am so happy that I found your channel. Everyone, please go follow and watch Lip Lock, her content. Love her. She's an old soul, and I'm an old soul, and but we're young in our minds. We really are connecting, Lip Locked. I really do feel like we were sisters or something in another life, because we are just right there on the same page. Shandon says, if EquiSearch didn't find her, I sure can't. Well, I actually joined EquiSearch Texas. I'm going down February 5th, I believe, to somewhere close to San Antonio to train on how to look for missing persons or safety measures on how to do that. I would love to share how EquiSearch does their things. I can never discuss cases that I'm working on, nor will I, ever. But I can share the process. And I would love to do that for you guys. So I can't record when I'm training, obviously, but like during my breaks and stuff, I'd love to update you guys. I think that doing something through professional means is key, so that you don't get slapped with charges like other creators and it's not getting people hurt. All right, so just wanted to say that I am going back on live to not verbally spew like I did today. I'm actually going to go through cases with Harmony Montgomery and Summer Wells and Michael Vaughn. Guys, I had a very wonderful discussion with Sherry in Sherry's Opinion last night, and with Mystical Heart Tarot Readings. I love her. Sweet, sweet lady. We had a very good discussion about why Michael Vaughn has not been broadcasted more out into the interwebs. And I truly think it's because we know deep down that Michael Vaughn's parents, or mother specifically, is a genuinely decent, caring, loving mother who did not neglect him. And I think that the energy towards Dawn and Candace, the yin and yang of it, is that we all know deep down that we have seen a lot of Dawn and Candace Wells as parents out there in the world, especially people from rural areas like Appalachia, the South, outside of the city. We all have seen shitty parents. And so here's what happened. You either completely got pissed off really at yourself for never acting on seeing neglected children, or you've been either guilty of it or have seen your own family do it to you, and now you're protecting them. You're protecting the neglectors. That's what I truly think. I truly think you had a decision. People go, I'm going to protect my personal guilt of seeing my family members either do this to me or someone else, or I've seen it and think that it's okay. Or you go the opposite way and say, I'm bringing y'all down for the neglect that you did to these babies. It's either one or the other. And those middle people just don't want to take responsibility, I think. They're wise, don't get me wrong. They're using their energy for a good cause. But those little bitty tiny margin of people who are not picking sides and that just really want to find Summer, they are just as guilty to me as allowing something to happen in front of them negatively and recording it and go, yeah, I'll give it to the police and I'll testify, but I'm not doing anything else, kind of almost perpetuating the bullshit. Use your energy wisely. All right, guys, have a wonderful lunch. Drink some water. Use this wonderful, beautiful full moon energy. These retrogrades don't have to be negative. They don't have to be bad. Please like and subscribe if you are not a subscriber. I'm going to, again, go over Harmony Montgomery, Summer Wells, and Michael Vaughn, and Lena Keel. And then we are going to start digging into, not today, but in another live, about FBI detective interrogation techniques. I found a former FBI agent that is very upset about how these web sleuths and YouTube content creators are trying to use the way that Candace and Dawn do certain things and say certain things in certain ways as deception. And I think that's brilliant, that we need to really stop doing that. Use your intuition and then keep it in here. You don't have to blab it out. It just causes chaos when you put your 2 cents in about how Dawn flicked a cigarette. Stop. But this FBI detective is brilliant, and we're going to go over how he says, here's the real way to know when someone's full of shit. Lie detectors are junk science. It doesn't matter if they pass them. They shouldn't even fucking use them. They shouldn't even use them. Look what it causes. Chaos. All right, sweethearts. Again, wonderful lunch. Drink your water. Please, please, please energize, because you're about to get blasted with some energy today and tomorrow, and pretty much for the next 3 weeks. Just hold on to your underwear. Make sure you got an extra pair. All right, my loves, be good. I'm going to go live at 1 p.m. Central, maybe 1:30. I just got a job opportunity. So I'm going to go and interview, and then I'll be back. But love you all, and I will see you at 1 or 1:30. And be good.